complex. I think that if you're just starting out on your pre-op diet or you're investigating it, you might want to research a lot of things and go down the rabbit's hole. I just want to say that I'm 7 years out, and I just want to say that own your truth. Own your truth. And what I mean by that is evaluate your life in the beginning and don't focus on what you've done wrong in the past. You're going to say to yourself, how can I fix this body? And how can you fix this body? You have to go on a formulated path of self-investigation. That's what I say. This is just some of my thoughts that I've written down, and I just like to share with you today. You want to reevaluate your life and be honest with yourself. I know I lied to myself for 7 years, right? 7 years I lied to myself. I didn't look in the mirror. I didn't want to look in the mirror, right? Meanwhile, people around me were saying, you're fine. You're not that heavy. You're just a little overweight. My doctors would say, you're just a little overweight. You can go on a diet. Well, you don't know my life. You don't know where I've been. You don't know what I have done. Yo-yo dieting throughout the years, right? I got to the point where nothing was working. I had dug the metabolic hole so deep that I got in some kind of cell dysfunction. And the behaviors that I had learned in the past that always worked didn't work at 50. I was 51 years old. Does not work when you're metabolically damaged. You're hormonally damaged. You're mentally damaged. Your mind damaged. And you're damaged from who? The behaviors that you've learned, your associate company, maybe your spouse, maybe your family, maybe your friends, right? So how the hell do you fix it? I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to fix me, but I knew that I started out in 2003 looking like that, right? Looking like that. And before I knew it, in 2011, I turned into this person. This person. I turned into this person. This person. Now, if you look at me, you'd say, well, she's not really that fat. If you want to be kind, I had sleep apnea. I had chronic edema in my legs. I couldn't walk for 5 minutes. I didn't have diabetes. I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't have a heart attack, but I was on my way. I was on my way to a medical catastrophe. And lucky for me that I awoken and I looked at myself in the mirror and I faced myself. I faced myself. And I get emotional because this person was mentally and physically dying. So I had weight loss surgery. Right. I took the easy way out. Yeah, right. Look back on my videos. It wasn't the easy way out. And I paid $7,000, $8,000. I can't even count how much money I spent to get back to healthy. And I've been working another 7 years to keep myself there. How did I get there? From hard work. Not by lying to myself. And if I would have listened to those people, I probably would have been dead by now, in the grave, with a heart attack, with metabolic disease, or my body filled with some kind of cancer. Yeah. I wasn't that fat. Look at that leg. That's fat. That's adipose tissue that I could not get off. Luckily, I lost the 70 pounds with the help of damn hard work and a tool that helped me for 3 months. I wasn't that obese, but for my little body, yes, I was. So, a year later, I look like that. No plastic surgery, no liposuction. I had to fight this screwed up brain for a long time to get it right, and still it acts up. So I have to fight it. I have to fight it and reset it. And fasting is the only way for me. That's a normal body. That's what I should look like. These are normal legs. That's what they should look like. That's a normal face. This is a normal face. I'm not too swollen today. Yeah, I was 41 years old. I'm 58 now. So, this is my lowest. It was kind of gone, 147. I couldn't hold it there. 15% body fat, 147. I was proud of myself. And I had finally dug that hole out of obesity. And I still have to work at it 7 years later. Yeah, that's right. And I get pissed off about it. I get pissed off. Because a lot of people don't have to do the shit that I have to do, excuse my language, to stay what? To stay healthy. To stay fit. To keep off that medical merry-go-round that I don't want to go on to at 58 years old. I'm closer to 60. So, if I can offer any advice, get a therapist. Work with a therapist. Work with somebody you trust. Work with a therapist who understands weight loss surgery. Work with a therapist that will understand you, what you're going to go through. You're going to be peeling back layers and layers and layers of emotional stuff that's going to come out of your fat cells. It's going to come out of your hormones, right? Then the food beast is going to want to come at you and make you or try to get you to eat those foods that you need to eliminate from your body, from your mind. the processed foods, the sugar, the dangerous foods, the dangerous sodas. Some people can eat that. We can never eat that again. Maybe a little taste, but once you open that door, the food beast comes back and you start the cycle all over again. Believe me, I've been there in 7.5 years. So get a therapist. Please get a therapist. Whether it's online, there's online ways. You don't have to go into the office. There's Overeaters Anonymous. Some people find that helpful. Evaluate your food issues. Write them down. Do a log. Do a journal. I've had them throughout the years. This is one of my journals. I do one every year. Maybe I might not write them in all the time, but I have them. This is one. This is my first one, Make a vision board. Make a vision board of some positive things, small goals that you're going to be working on. Maybe the first month. You can't put a big, gigantic goal. You may make a big, gigantic goal of like a year vision board, or you may do a monthly vision board, I used to put out an outfit that I wanted to get into. And then what I did for a long time, I hung up my gigantic pants that I had. I think I went up to I was a size tight 18. Yeah, one of my videos, I tried on those pants. They were just like this much in the waist, too big. So, mental health, know your medical diagnosis. Understand your medical diagnosis. You may have high blood pressure. You may have diabetes. You may have hormonal issues. You may have endocrine disorder. You may have female GYN issues. You may have infertility issues. Understand these conditions and understand that as you lose weight, depending upon your type of surgery, you may be able to go off that medication. But you want to titrate that medication. You want to follow your doctor's orders, especially if you're on psych meds. You never want to discontinue psych meds abruptly for depression. You never want to. You want to wean yourself off. And that's usually under the care of your mental health provider or your medical doctor who manages your depression medications. Find some movement, whether it's walking. In the beginning, I could just walk because I was too heavy to exercise more than 15 minutes. My doctor required 150 minutes per week, an hour a day. So I split it up. I split it up in segments, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at lunch, and a half hour after work. And then as I increased, I changed my physical fitness up. I changed it up throughout the years, and you can look back on my videos. I worked on different types of fitness, not only like cardio. I did weightlifting, I did yoga, I did spin, I did swimming, I did all kinds of stuff. Now I'm into racket sports. It's 219. That's my fitness for this year. Racket sports, ping pong, and getting into pickleball and a little bit of tennis. That's my new fitness. So make a plan. As I said, get a journal. Maximize the first year of your weight loss surgery. You may have a 2-year honeymoon. You may have a 3-year honeymoon. You may be a de-esser and you may have a lot of metabolic honeymoon. But like me, I only had uh, 3 month, a 3 month metabolic help. And reevaluate your support system. Know who's on your team. Is it your spouse is on your team? Because sometimes they can be what? They might not like you that you're getting thin. They might be sabotaging you, maybe consciously or unconsciously, right? Your friends, your girlfriends, your BFF, she might not like when you start looking really good and she's still heavy. She might not like that. You're going to lose friends, right? You're going to lose friends on purpose, or you're going to get hurt because they're not going to be wanting to be friends with you because you look too good. Mm-hmm. So you're going to reevaluate yourself constantly throughout your weight loss, and then your maintenance stage, and then what I call weight maintenance stage, and you work on your health again, and then you might circle it all the way back. So the foundation that you learn in pre-op is going to be so important. You maximize that time pre-op, you learn those skills, because those skills that you learn pre-op is going to make you successful on your weight loss path. Because one day, if you learn to get around your weight loss surgery, right? Because some of us do, and you don't listen to your body, the weight loss surgery stops working and gain begins, right? Weight gain begins because either there's a lot of different reasons for weight gain, and I won't get into that, and you got to figure it out yourself. But reinvent yourself. I'm reinventing myself. I have another channel. It's called Reinventing My Life, because I'm a middle-aged woman. I'm post-menopause, and I am really reinventing my life again. Beware of transfer addictions. Beware of transfer addictions, whether that be sex, whether that be alcohol, whether that be medications, whether that be shopping, or some other kind of transfer addiction, gambling. There's all kinds of transfer addictions that I think we are susceptible when we remove the food. The food. Find a mantra. Find a mantra. This year, I am stronger than the food. That's my mantra this year. I am stronger than the food. Another one is, my mantra is, I have it right on here. It's, I believe I can and I will. That's my mantra. So change things up, always reevaluate, change things up. Your body gets used to foods, they get used to exercise, research, 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 read. Don't take somebody's dogma. Don't take somebody's, after your first year, they might be in for, their egotistic dogma. They may be trying to get maybe some financial gains from you. They may be trying to sabotage you. And your measurements, take your measurements. So scale stalls, that's a big issue. You can get addicted to the scale. You can be angry with the scale. I broke a scale. Yeah, I threw it across the room. So sometimes you have to put your scale away. Yeah. I have 5 scales. Also, if you can get sometime in your journey, get a DEXA scan to measure your fat. to your muscle ratio if you're going to be working on that in your fitness, and take your measurements. So not only rely on the scale and get yourself a good scale that measures your bone mass, that measures your fat, all those metrics, right? Drink your water, whatever your doctor says to do. Just remember, you can overdo water also. You can overdo protein, right? You can overdo anything, if it's not a healthy balance, right? So anyway, I hope this helps. I'm just trying to maybe pass on some information that I've learned in my 7 years. I've learned a lot, and I keep on learning. I can't say that I know it all or done it all because I haven't, right? I'm always learning something new. So check out my channel. I'm going to be putting on some new content, some educational content to point you in the right direction, and you can sift through that information and go on the rabbit's hole, go down the rabbit's hole, and do your own research, do your own diligence for your own health. Thank you for tuning in, and see you in the next video. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, or please comment, or please subscribe.